Lions TV, happy new year, bitches. It is 2020, the start of a new decade, and it really does look like the only way is up for Millwall at the minute. Under Gary Rowett, we have steamrolled our way into the top six, and it's really well deserved. But this Saturday, we take a break from league action, and we welcome Newport County, League 2, Newport County to the Den in the third round of the FA Cup. And as we know, Cup, anything can happen. I'm going to say something unpopular. I'm hoping he'll change it and rest players, because if we get knocked out, in my opinion, it isn't the end of the world. Let's take a look at the 11 that I'd pick to start the match. I'd go with Luke Still in goal, Jason McCarthy right back if he's fit, Alex Pearce and Murray Wallace centre backs, Junior Tienza left back, Connor Mahoney left midfield, Jason Malumbi and Billy Mitchell in the centre of midfield, Yuri Skalak on the right, and up front, the big little combo, we haven't seen it for a while, Matt Smith and George Alexander. Yeah, there you go. That's the team that I would pick. I had a little think about that earlier and mapped out a team. Yes, we'd like a cup run. Yes, we love our cup runs. Yes, the cup runs are good for the club money-wise, and let's have it right, they're good for the fans and good for the channel, because it's all good views. The cup run a couple of years ago where we got to the quarter-final of the FA Cup twice, I think, didn't we? Yeah, against Brighton and against Spurs the year before that, was it? Not sure. Memory's a little bit skew-whiff at the minute. That's due to the New Year's festivities. But yeah, a break from the league, and the way we're going in the league, I would happily get knocked out of this cup, and I know that's probably, as I say, going to be unpopular to a few people. You're not going to want to hear that. But listen, that is absolutely no dig at or disjustice to the 11 players that I've just named, because I still feel that team there will comfortably beat Newport, and that is testament to the strength and depth we've got at the club at the minute. Yeah, good side there. I just feel that Bolkowski, give him a rest. Hutchinson, give him a rest. Romeo, give him a rest. Jed, give him a rest. Williams definitely needs one. Bradshaw, maybe you could play Bradshaw alongside George Alexander. I'm just thinking as well, you know, I've taken Aidan O'Brien out of that, but I still think he's deserving of a starting place in the league. I just think we need to rest up some players in preparation for next Saturday's trip to Stoke City. Obviously, the games over Christmas and New Year have come thick and fast. So I just think, especially, I say Williams and Hutchinson and Bolkowski and Jed, them four especially, you know, I was going to say not young players. Jed's 25 years old. If he's not young, fuck me, what's that make me? But listen, the point is this, we need to develop these young players, and I feel that with us being in the top six and definitely being safe from relegation, I think something like 17 points clear we are from the relegation zone. And I know nothing's impossible, but I'm telling you now, it's not going to happen this year. So if you're not going to play Tienza, you're not going to play Mitchell, and you're not going to play George Alexander in games like this, then when are you going to play them? It is a perfect opportunity, in my opinion. Obviously, we'll move on to Newport. They are in League 2. They are without a win in 10 league games, and Mickey Flynn's side currently sit 14th in the division. But listen, as we know, this is Cup, and anything can happen. They are notoriously a good Cup side. They won a very good Cup run, didn't they? A couple of years ago, knocked out Middlesbrough, knocked out someone else, ended up losing to Man City at home, I think 3 or 4-1, after leading the game, I'm sure 1-0. So, Cup, anything can happen. They're a good Cup side. They have one ex-Lion and one current Lion in their side. Tom King, of course, the goalkeeper, joined Newport in the summer, and I like Tom King. Thought he was a good goalkeeper. Didn't really feel he got a fair crack of the whip at Millwall, but he's moved on to Newport, and he seems to have done the right thing for him in his career, because he's doing well there. So I'm sure Kingy will get welcomed back with open arms. Obviously, the other player there that is on loan from Millwall is Millwall under-23 rising star Danny McNamara, and he seems to have come on leaps and bounds at Newport physically as well, as much as anything. And I think they should let Danny McNamara play. I'm not sure what the rule is around that, but listen, he's not going to play in the FA Cup for us this season, is he? So let the boy have his go. It'll be good for him. It'll be good for his family. Obviously, I think they're all Millwall fans as well. And we will only throw soft objects at you, Dan. We won't throw anything hard. So, no, listen, it'll be a brilliant experience for him. It will be a big day for him and his family. So please, I'd say let Danny McNamara play. If you're Millwall, allow Newport to let him play in the game. And yeah, it should be a good game. Obviously, the Barry Kitchener stand is the only stand open. It is a 12:31 kickoff, I think. I've got that right. And the extra minute is for Mental Health Awareness Week, I think, something along those lines. So yeah, that's why it's the 12:31 kickoff. And only the Kitchener stand open, which is not disappointing, because we've had so many games at home lately. It's an expense, isn't it? It's dear. But just the Kitchener stand open, yeah, I don't know what to make of it. I'm just going to keep saying it so I can work out what I think of just the Kitchener stand open. It will dampen the atmosphere, of course it will, and there won't be a big crowd. But I think it'll be a good game. I'm especially looking forward to, hopefully, people like Billy Mitchell and George Alexander getting a full run out for the first team, see what they're capable of. Well, I know what they're capable of, but I just want the world to see it. So it will be good in that sense. Junior Tienza, I want to see him play as well, a good 90 minutes. And as I said, there's no excuse to not play those players. So there you go. I'm differing a bit, really. I'm beating around the bushes. I'm trying to find something to say to extend the video a bit, but it is what it is. It's the third round of the FA Cup against a League Two side. And no disrespect to Newport, I'm sure it'll be a fantastic game and a good advert for the FA Cup. But as I said, if we get knocked out, it won't be the end of the world. But I will be looking forward to seeing some of our youngsters hopefully get their chance in the first team, and it will be good to give some of our unbelievable players lately. So, I keep mentioning him, and no, I'm not on commission with him, but Sean Williams, at the age he's at, 32, 33, to play the amount of games he's played in that central midfield too. It would be nice to see Malumbi get a rest as well, but I just don't know if he can. Obviously, Ryan Leonard's still injured. Ben Thompson's out until at least March. Unfortunately, get well soon to Tomo. I missed the Luton game. The plan was to go to the Luton game. My camera's charged in the rucksack behind my door, and I went out at the last minute, and I ended up missing the Luton game. Not only not going to the Luton game, I slept through the entire Luton game. That was due to me getting in at 6 a.m. New Year's Eve. So not big, not clever, and for those who are digging, saying he ain't been to many games, he keeps putting himself forward as he puts himself forward as the face of Millwall. I don't put myself forward as the face of Millwall. I like to create videos. I like to show people what I can do on the camera, editing wise, presenting wise, and I started the fan channel to show that, and I'm very thankful and eternally grateful for the following that it has brought me, but I've not ever put myself forward as the face of Millwall. I go to games, some days I'll get to games, other days I won't, and hashtag no one plays me. There is no subscription to Lions TV YouTube channel, so please don't get my bollocks. If I don't make a game, I don't make a game. Having said that, it is my New Year's resolution to pump out more videos, get some more games, and yes, I was a busy bastard yesterday, and I counted. Since the channel has started, 206 games Millwall have played in League and Cup, and I have missed 27 of those. So it's not a bad ratio, but listen, if I don't go to the game, I think it's good. I really enjoyed yesterday's footage. Thanks to Mini-Me, by the way, for editing all the videos, because I still wasn't home. I enjoyed it, getting Kenny's reaction, getting the Mara's and Anthony's videos. It's enjoyable for me, if I've not been to the game, to see it from the other side. Obviously, it's usually my big, horrible moonhead on camera, me giving all the opinions. So I really enjoyed that yesterday, to see what the other boys thought of the games and their opinions. So thanks to the boys, obviously, yesterday for covering me. The Lions TV family just builds and builds, and it will continue to do so in 2020. But listen, back to this Saturday's game, 12:31 kickoff at the Den. Only the Barry Kitchener stand open. I hope to see you there if you go in. I thought we progressed to the fourth round of the FA Cup, but it wouldn't be the end of the world if we didn't. A replay is what we definitely don't want, although I do want to go to Newport's ground and tick that one off, as well as Stoke City's ground, which I will be doing next Saturday. So that's your lot for this video. There will be a fan score predictions hopefully going out if the boys send some in and around this video. I'll do a live stream probably tomorrow night at some stage, and I'm also going to stick out a Bart Balkowski show reel, because whoever did his last one has done him a massive disjustice. He's absolutely on fire for us between the sticks, so please sign him up in January to a permanent contract. That's your lot. I'll see you at the Den Saturday. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Happy New Year. Come on, you Lions.